What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports, back again with another one. It's Taco Tuesday. Gonna talk about the P. Diddy of boxing promoters, Eddie Hearn. Guy that runs Matchroom Boxing. He's got a headquarters not only in the UK, but here in the good old USA. He made a couple of comments in the lead up to the card that he put on September 4th in Leeds in UK. It was the Mauricio's Lara versus Josh Warrington fight. He did several interviews with several different YouTube channels. And he had an interesting article came out that I found very, very interesting. He talked about, the thing about Eddie Hearn, he always speaking on other people's business, always talking about other people's fights, how many pay-per-view buys they do, and if this fight gonna happen and this fight ain't gonna happen. Well, he's back on that old Fury Wilder. I don't think it's gonna happen. I got a horrible feeling in my stomach that fight's not gonna happen. Remember he said that before the first Wilder Fury fight, said that fight wasn't gonna happen. He was actually upset that fight was even getting talked about to happen. He was mad because he didn't see that coming. He thought they had Deontay Wilder. They thought he had him behind the old 8 ball. They thought he had control of him. Oh, he need us. We're gonna be his biggest payday. We gonna let him know when we're ready to fight. We on a 10-fight plan, and he ain't part of that 10-fight plan. You let Papa Hearn tell it. He was upset at that time, and the fight came to fruition. Fight ended up being a draw. Tyson Fury woke up like the Undertaker in the 12th round and finished that round strong. Never mind the fact that fight probably should have been stopped in the 12th round because he was on the canvas, eyes rolled in the back of his head, not moving, motionless. Why is you counting Jack Reese? If that ain't a wave off type of fight, I don't know what is. But that's neither here nor there. Eddie Hearn is back at it again, doing Eddie Hearn type of things. Basically saying he got a horrible feeling this fight not gonna happen. And let me tell you what it's really about, ladies and gentlemen. It's really about Eddie Hearn want that fight to fall apart because he know if that fight falls apart, if it don't happen on October 9th, in all likelihood, Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, there's only one Tyson Fury, will inevitably get stripped if he don't fight on October 9th. He held that title hostage long enough. I think Mauricio Suleiman will have no other choice but to strip him of that belt. And that will set the stage for a fight that Eddie Hearn's been looking for to make it happen for a long time now. He's been waiting on this fight for a long time. He wants to be a part of this fight for a long time. I know a lot of people gonna say, JB Sports, you talking about the Wilder Joshua fight. They ain't talking about no Wilder Joshua fight. They don't want that fight now. Never, ever wanted that fight. Don't want that fight anytime soon. If they see some kind of slippage in Wilder down the road, maybe they might take that fight on. But right now it's not happening. He ain't fighting Wilder if Wilder beat Fury. And if Joshua beats Usyk, they're going to be talking about mandatories they got to take care of in the WBA. They're going to move around Wilder. Best believe that. But the fight that Eddie Hearn really wants to happen is Deontay Wilder versus Dillian Whyte. That's why he's hoping that fight falls apart, because he knows the WBC has no other choice but to mandate Whyte versus Wilder for the vacant WBC title. Now, he probably hoped that they just gonna give Whyte the belt off the rip because he's an interim champion. And that could be the case, but he still will have to face Deontay Wilder next for the belt. So that's the crux of the issue. That's what this is really about. It ain't about him, got some feeling in his gut, man. I got a bad feeling. How you say I got a bad feeling, something bad about to happen. It ain't about all that. It's about him wanting to make Wilder versus Whyte. He's been trying to make this fight since 2017, ladies and gentlemen, 4 years running. And he would love nothing better to be part of that promotion. He always talk about Wilder in a negative terms, but he wants to be involved in a Wilder fight so bad, real bad. Bad, I'm bad, you know it, I'm bad. Yeah, he wants to make that fight happen. Bad, with a capital B. Make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen. So we will see what happens. We will see what transpires, but I believe Tyson Fury is not going to pull out of that fight, because if he pull out of that fight once again, then he's going to go down as one of the biggest duckers in the history of boxing, man. Because there's no reason why he should duck out of this fight. The first time you said you had COVID, some people in your camp had COVID, you contracted COVID, okay, cool. Now you got the antibodies and hopefully you took the vaccine, that shouldn't be a problem again. So I don't want to hear nothing else about you talking about going to the MMA and your daddy talking about you shouldn't have to fight Wilder and I would just drop the belt and fight Joshua. No. You can drop the belt and go and fight Joshua, but that ain't what's in it for Joshua. Joshua said he want to be undisputed. He don't care who hold the title. He just want that belt. So why would he fight you for no belt? So we will see what happens and we will see what transpires. But Eddie Hearn, a.k.a. Eddie the Con Artist, is out here hoping to speak something into existence, hoping to say it enough time, maybe it might come to reality. And that is Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Does not happen on October 9th, and Fury gets stripped, and that sets the stage for Wilder-Whyte to take on Deontay Wilder. You can see Eddie Hearn having wet dreams right now. Just the thought of having that fight. Just when he goes to sleep at night, just dreaming about that type of fight. He would love to be part of that fight, man. And this is what it's really all about, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your thoughts about Eddie Hearn doing Eddie Hearn type of things, and subscribe to JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. And I'll holler. But before I holler, that was a little premature about the holler. Let me just I just got through watching another video, Sky Sports. Johnny Nelson, aka the Matchroom mouthpiece. Well, he ain't the mouthpiece no more, because Matchroom left Sky Sports, so he's still with Sky Sports. He made some interesting comments about Deontay Wilder. He says he finds it very hard to listen to Deontay Wilder when he talks. Like Deontay Wilder don't want to accept reality. Talking about Deontay Wilder lost both Tyson Fury fights. Well, it's too bad that you ain't no judge, Johnny, because he didn't lose the two fights. The first fight was a draw. The second fight, he got beat. The first fight, I believe they should have stopped it in the 12th round when he got knocked out and put to sleep, like Wilder gave him some NyQuil. I thought the fight should have been waved off, but it don't matter about what I thought or what you thought. The fight ultimately ended in a draw. So quit running your mouth talking about he lost twice, because he didn't lose twice. And quit hating on the man because he said it was outside circumstances that contributed to his loss. Don't hate on the man. Everything gonna be on the up and up. Everything gonna be on the even playing field going to this third fight. So let's see what happens. And let's see what transpires, Johnny. Yo, you mad because Wilder don't want to fight your boy White either. This all comes back in a round circle. It all curtails back to Wilder-Whyte. These boys want Wilder-Whyte, Deontay Wilder fight to happen so bad. That's a big fight over there in the UK. They probably want that fight over there in the UK. But here in the United States, this is not a big, it's a big fight as far as a Wilder in it, but people want to see Wilder, Fury, and Wilder Joshua. And Wilder gets by Fury. That's the fight people want to see. People ain't craving here in the United States to see no Wilder versus Wilder-Whyte. It's a good fight, make no mistake about it. I think somebody's definitely getting knocked out in that fight. I don't see that fight going past 6 rounds. Both guys have strong power. Wilder-Whyte don't have the best defense in the world, so I see no way this fight goes the distance. In the press conference and the trash talking by both White and Wilder would be epic. Would sell the hell out of that fight. I actually think they would do over 200,000 pay-per-view buys here in the United States, just based off the trash talking in the history of these two guys. But for Johnny Nelson to hate on Wilder and keep talking about stuff in the past and stuff like that, he don't like what Malik Scott said, and Wilder needs to accept his loss. He needs to have some kind of humility about his losses, quit blaming other people and all this, that, and the third. You can't tell a grown man what to do, Johnny. The man said there was a lot of shenanigans going on before the second fight. Now everything's gonna be on the up and up before the third fight. We're gonna see what's real and what ain't real. And Wilder gonna put his best foot forward in this third fight. He fell in love with that right hand. He didn't work on the other aspects of his skill set. He's done that now, so there ain't no excuses after this third fight. If Fury beats Wilder, I give all credit to Fury. If Wilder beats Fury, I give all credit to Wilder. So you already setting the stage. I hear that's another thing that you and Eddie trying to do. Y'all trying to say, well, Fury should win if he stay focused. If he stays focused, he should win. If he don't take his eye off the proverbial ball, he should win this fight. I already set the stage that if Wilder wins, y'all gonna blame it on Fury who lost focus. You saw that he was out there in the United States partying and having a good time. He lost focus. Same thing happened after he beat Klitschko, lost focus. I already see you setting the stage, but you ain't finna take Deontay Wilder's glory. If he wins, he's gonna get all this glory. If he wins, he's just a better man, and he is the #1 heavyweight in the division. And Anthony Joshua, after you get through fighting that blown up cruiserweight and Alexander Usyk, hopefully you beat him. You need to get in there and fight the other 2 top dogs in the heavyweight division. Because I told you a long time ago that the heavyweight division is 3 deep. And Wilder and Fury are going on their 3rd fight. And Joshua hasn't fought either one of those guys once. So after he gets through with the blown up cruiserweight, he needs to come see the winner of Fury to Wilder. If he don't do that, then he loses all credibility. Let me know your thoughts about Eddie Hearn and Johnny Nelson's statements in regards to Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Let me know your thoughts and subscribe to JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. And I'll holla.